What up, everyone? Welcome back to Rogue 16. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you are stopping by to kind of listen to us chat about all the SDCC stuff, like we're super kind of pumped to talk about it. Jason, PJ, PJ, I don't I don't know if people know that you were jumping on. I was trying to get you on for a little bit
I
now,
know.
and I'm super happy you were able to jump on because I really wanted to hear your thoughts on some of this stuff. So it's. And I will say we were talking backstage, and it was interesting. So Jason wasn't able to get to Comic-Con this time around. He tried his it was a whole thing. Anyway, it just didn't work out. So I was the only one that went to between all of us to Comic-Con this time. And I was gonna tell you, PJ, before we jumped on that, like it was crazy how little Star Wars stuff there was. On the show floor. Like, obviously they had the big, Star Wars booth and everything and all that stuff with that they always have. But like, other than that, I mean, yeah, there was a PCS booth. Thank goodness. There was Iron Studios, which was garbage because there really wasn't much to look at, to be honest. And EFX. And EFX booth was fun to kind of go look at stuff and go back and, look at stuff again. And, you know what I mean? It had some cool things to look at. But other than that, there was really nothing else. And, man, that was such a bummer, dude. Like, it's such a bummer the sideshow doesn't go to the con anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There was no Blitzway stuff to look at. Like, nothing. It was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it.
Well, let me ask you this. Was it packed this year? Like, was there a lot of people that went? Is
It
it
was
like the usual San Diego Comic-Con
it was packed, but
attendance?
yeah, it was packed, but it was funny. I was talking with Jason, I think on the phone when I first got there to walk around on Thursday. And it was not nearly as packed walking up as I thought it was. And not to mention, like, it's not like all the parking lots were sold out or anything like that. Like, you could actually get parking and stuff. So
Really?
I wasn't kind of used to, I didn't think that was going to be the case, but man, I mean, it wasn't that bad. So I was kind of surprised, honestly. But yeah, going in, once you get in and once you start walking around, you realize, I mean, there's just so many damn people, dude. I mean, you're still, shoulder to shoulder. On top of that, like, every single time I walk into Comic-Con, I feel like shit. Like, I just feel horrible.
Yeah. The only reason why I ask is because I think, I mean, I didn't try to get tickets for this year. I've been to San Diego Comic Con quite a few times. You guys know I represented Queen Studios one year. And, but this year I tried to get tickets for New York Comic Con and I just kind of didn't try. Well, I looked at the prices and like what Thursday would usually be $50 to $60 is like $80. So pretty much every day a ticket was $80. So if you multiply that by 4, I mean, that's a pretty hefty penny just to go to a convention.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that's why I'm like, this would deter a lot of people from going. Plus, just with everything going on right now, just with all this like tariffs and I
and
think
all
we
that
were
stuff.
talking about, like, there's a lot of people are just kind of like just trying to be mindful with what they spend their money on.
Dude, honestly, the tariffs were a topic of conversation. I think I was mentioning to you, PJ, as well backstage that like I think I watched some like actual Comic-Con content like from San Diego Comic-Con that they put out, and they were actually going around talking to like PCS and talking to all these other companies about the tariffs and how it affects them. It was crazy, dude. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal with all those toy companies and statue companies and all that stuff. Like, I think it's affecting them and affecting how they have to deal with, like, do we absorb some of this? Do we pass all the costs along? Like, I know NECA is passing all these costs along, and they decided during the Comic-Con, I think, to not as like a here we want to help you out. We're gonna not have the tariff charge during San Diego Comic-Con. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I think I mentioned to you, like I asked this question in DCX
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks back in the group, and asked everyone's opinion, like 'cause it just seems like across the board that not a lot of people are excited. I mean, yes, there's like Darth Nihilus popped up, and people were kind of like, I
Mm-hmm.
hear a little like noise about that,
Yep.
but the majority, it's just quiet, like
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm wondering, like, what is it? And I
Yeah.
asked that question, and everyone answered was like, well, I already have most of the pieces that I want.
Sure.
It's very expensive. Shipping is a factor, which
Yeah.
I think when you try to, like, I pre-ordered that Darth Nihilus like a douchebag. Yes, I know. I
I
couldn't resist.
expected that. I expected that from you.
Expected it. It was like $1,000, but the
I
shipping
know.
alone is like $100.
I know.
And then on top of that, that's not including like tariffs. They didn't calculate it when I pre-ordered it,
Mm.
because I
Mm.
guess they're maybe hoping to see like, oh, the tariffs will disappear by the time this
Right.
comes out, or
Right.
maybe it's less. So they haven't calculated that, but I remember I had opportunity to. I just jumped on the wait list just because I wanted to see if I
Yeah.
could get it. The Darth Vader Mythos quarter
Mm.
scale,
Mm-hmm.
and then had opportunity to buy it. But then when you calculate the price of the statue plus the shipping plus the tariffs, it was like 1,500.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Wow.
wait a minute. Yeah, Jason,
Yeah.
I know it was crazy. I was like, wait a minute. I have the freaking fifth scale. Like, okay, cool. It lights up. Do I really need this? I said, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Well,
out.
and I
That's a
wonder.
30% jump.
Yeah,
And
it's
think about
crazy.
people who are overseas that order directly from Sideshow.
Yeah.
They can't circumvent that by doing like a little value or a gift, or you buy a
Yeah.
$1,000, $1,500
Well,
statue. You're now
J-
paying on top of that as well.
Jason,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you guys what you think. Like, do you think companies, obviously they put this little like tariff charge in, right? Let's say. Do you think that's all they're doing, or are they anytime they're making these new prices, like let's say Luke and
They fix-
X-wing, the statue for Luke and X-wing, like are they putting extra prices in
I
for
feel
that? Are they jumping that
I
cost
feel
up
like
a
they
little bit?
should be. I feel like they should be baking it into the retail price
Sure,
versus tagging it on, because they can do that, right? They can
they
say,
can. Yeah,
okay, it costs us X amount,
right.
then we can charge an extra 8 or 14% or whatever it may
Mm-hmm.
be. And I mean, because we all know, and this isn't, it's going in a different direction, but Sideshow pads their shipping regardless.
Right. Yeah.
So most companies, I think, if they fix it into the retail price, from a psychological perspective, it's less of a blow. Like PJ was saying, when you go and buy statue A and it's retail 1,000, and then you're about to check out and have it shipped or whatever, it jumps up $1,400.
Right. Yeah.
That deters you, or gives you time to process and think, do I really need this or want this?
Right.
Whereas if that's already factored into the price, and then you just look at shipping and tax, it's a lot easier to say, all right, I'll get this. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe they're doing a little bit of both, because you
Well, and
can't
it
just
was,
throw the entire
and,
tariff on the piece.
and I was mentioning to PJ too, like the garbage Sideshow Con that happened, like the absolute abomination of Sideshow Con that I'm sorry, but hopefully if you guys are watching, you liked it, great, good for you. I just really didn't. I thought it was.
I thought it was a home shopping network.
Oh, it was such garbage, dude.
That's exactly what it was like. Yeah.
And they didn't come out with hardly really anything new. Like they're not doing anything, and it's I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
I think it's just an oversaturation of everything.
Yeah.
No one's buying anything.
You might be right.
Yeah, I think so. Just because when you look at the edition sizes with these statues, right, you're like, wait, 200, 300, like
Right.
150, like that's nothing compared to. I think I saw during Sideshow Con, or I think it's still going on, the sale price for the 30% off sale that they're having right now.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
saw General Grievous was part of that sale, the premium format, and it was 30% off.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, cool. Why is it still available? This has been out. Then I looked at the edition size, like 2,000. So I think they're like, okay, we're not gonna
Yeah.
go that route anymore. So I just think that there's such an oversaturation of
No, I hear you.
collectibles.
I hear you.
It's a people don't understand that collecting is a very niche market. How do I
Yeah.
know? I mean, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time, and I just know that people just don't like watching, collectibles. If I was doing some sort of like, I don't know, cars or something else or electronic reviews, then it'll be different, like cell phone
Yeah.
reviews.
No, I know.
But
I
I
know.
just
I
think
know.
that with collecting, it's just a very niche, especially collecting statues or even hot toys, a
It's
very
true.
niche
It's true.
hobby, and trying to oversaturate that market doesn't help any of the companies.
Yeah.
Well, PJ,
Yeah.
I feel
So
like now, right? The other thing too is, especially for Star Wars collectors, there's so many things that we've been asking for and waiting for. Like Nias is a perfect example.
mhm.
And because they weren't being produced, or they were being, the ideas are being put out there, as we know, behind the scenes, but they weren't necessarily being produced. So there were other people coming in and filling those gaps. So I feel like all these things that we've been waiting for over the last 3 to 5 years are all coming now, and it couldn't happen at the worst time. We're being
Mm.
flooded lately with all these offerings that are like, I feel like a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah, I mean, especially with hot toys, when you look at it, it's like, okay, where was this many years
What was
ago?
this 3 4 years ago? Yeah,
I
every week they're
know.
releasing a new Star Wars piece. And then
Yeah,
you have, as Matt always says, so many people competing for a dollar. And when you have EFX finally coming out and actually putting pieces out that people want and actually
Mhm.
following through with delivering these pieces, and then you have Regal Robot, who every piece they put out is just top tier. Like,
Yeah.
it makes it hard for your eyes and money to start going in the directions that we used to go in.
yeah. Actually, I was, like I said, I was just strictly Star Wars, and
Mhm.
maybe a couple X-Men pieces here and there. But honestly, with I just been looking at my collection, just freaking unloading. I've been
Mm.
selling all my. I had Diamond Select toys. The what's that called? The Legends of 3D bus. I think they
Oh
were
yeah.
really good products. I
Mhm.
started unloading. I just started selling everything. I'm like, I don't need this shit.
No, I know.
Like I don't like. What am I doing? Like even with
Well,
hot toys,
Jason's
like I'm
Jason's
like,
been doing some of that too. Jason's been
Yeah.
been unloading some stuff as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just kind of, you just have to kind of like step back and say, do I need it? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, the Darth Nihilus, yes, I need that because I love that piece is freaking amazing.
It's
And I
nice.
did or a pre-order Wicked, which
Mm.
it was a must because it was $290. I'm like,
It's a good price. It's
it was
actually
a good
really good
price.
price. Yeah.
It's quite
Uh,
bigger than I expected, too.
Yeah. It's
yeah, I'm
nice.
just like sold. This is freaking easy. Like that's
I mean, look, I don't want to bring everybody down. We just kind of were talking backstage and
yeah.
wanted to kind of mention those things because it has been a bit of a strange San Diego Comic-Con, to be honest. Even
Yeah.
walking the floor, walking around and just being like, I guess I'll just go back to the FX booth. Like, there's
But
nothing to see. It's
but
crazy.
can I be honest though, Matt? I know you say that we're not trying to be down, but I think we're just being
No,
realists.
yeah, for sure.
Right. I just think that we're for me, even like I'm not the type of person. Oh, hey, Matt, Jason, you got to buy this product. It's amazing, and blah blah blah, and hoping that some company sees that and says, "Oh, PJ, we want you to represent our company because you're selling
Yeah.
so many products." No,
Yeah.
like I think
Yeah.
honesty is like the best way to kind of like
For sure.
talk about these things and just say that like, hey, like, okay, cool, we could try to persuade everyone to buy all these things, but then you're going to price yourself out because then you're going to be like,
Yeah.
well, they are expensive. But I just think you just have to be really really selective in what you pick
No, and that's why
nowadays.
it's a good conversation to have, for sure.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the good thing is that the panel that happened with Regal Robot,
Yeah.
Iron Studios, PCS, some of these guys actually saved it for me a little bit. Like when I was walking around after that on Wednesday, no, I'm sorry, Friday. I felt better. Like I think I was talking with Jason on the phone and he could tell that I was like a little bit more like upbeat
That's it.
about things and enthused
Yeah.
about things, and it did feel better because there's more to see and more to be excited about, and that we could do this and chat and hang out. It was nice.
Did you go to the panel?
I did not go to the panel. I had my girls
Oh.
with me. I
Okay.
had my girls with me that day, so I was like, I really wanted to, and I wanted to say hi to Rob and some of those other guys, but I just
Yeah.
Once my girls they wanted to get a Tamagotchi, they wanted to get a Tokidoki, and it was just like this.
Labubu.
Yeah, freaking okie dokie dicky dicky, like all this
Yeah.
shit that I had to go freaking deal with. So anyway,
Yeah.
it was fine. I had a great time. I had a great time with them. They had a great time at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm fine. I can see that. I can see the stuff that when it gets put up and put in the group and all that kind of stuff. So it's not a big deal. But there is some things to talk about, some fun things to kind of go over, and I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that now.
Yeah.
This was cool. I did see this was in the kind of main Star Wars booth. It was Novo. They had their own little section, and I mean, it looked good. I just don't know.
This is well done.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan. Like, I wouldn't display this, but this is very well done.
It's well done. I don't know who's still like super pumped on Denuo Novo, but like there were people walking by looking at all this stuff. So like
that's the one thing I was gonna say. So, they kind of have this black cloud over them, right?
Yeah.
But they're delivering. When they first started out, they were hashing out all those details of trying to, fix all the orders from Novo and what have you. But you pre-order and you get what you buy, and the piece is a decent quality. But I did realize recently, as I've been listing some of my Novo's pieces, and I unearthed a bunch of Rogue One helmets that I had for years just sitting there, and the only issue, maybe not with these newer pieces, but when you compare like the Shore Trooper of the new Nova to the Novos one looks so much more realistic. It doesn't look like that sort of slapstick weathering that just gets thrown on.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part, is that, you can go and get these pieces for $550, $600, I don't know what the prices are, $650, $700. But people are still searching out the Novos. And, not only through a recent sale that I learned that, but also talking to a couple other people who had reached out after. And I was like, hey, sorry, the piece is taken. And I said, hey, do you mind me asking? And they're like, oh, a Novos is just, although the helmets may be the same in production, the weathering and the post-production is where it was at that the people are willing to go for. So I think these are good offerings. I mean, I think they were smoking crack charging $1,000 for that Vader.
Sure. Sure.
They're out of their minds. And I mean, you can get a legit lineage Vader for that kind of cash.
Right.
So there's license freaks out there who only want licensed products. And if that's the case, then, yeah.
Real quick, Chris Elliott says Fax had 3 Hot Toys delivered last week and got email notice that 3 more figures will be charged $728. So crazy times. I mean, listen, that's the hard part.
Even your average Hot Toy figure is what a deluxe or a
I know, dude, and it's
double figure used to be 2-3 years ago.
Like we said, it's a fire hose right now, man. They're just freaking they're blasting that shit at people, man. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a Denuo Novo helmet. This
looks great.
In my opinion, this was kind of the only one. There is this like what's it called? The blue Royal Guard. There's a Royal Guard helmet in the back that's actually cool that people are taking shots of as well. But I thought this was kind of the only real like interesting thing to look at, to be completely honest.
Yeah. I like the new Novo. I think they do a great job with their helmets. I think it's more so for cosplaying. I mean, you could use it for displaying. I mean, if you're looking to do a Captain Enoch cosplay outfit, I mean, this is amazing. It's a very cool design, like very detailed.
Yeah, it looks great in person too. It really does.
Yeah,
it looks good.
But I just hope that I don't know. They were charging a Darth Vader helmet for $1,000.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they call it like a premium Vader, and which is weird because they have it labeled as ESP. If I may be incorrect, and it was labeled as premium. But when you take the dome off, it almost has like the Revenge of the Sith / Return of the Jedi with the photo multipliers and the dual expanders, which I thought was interesting. I mean, it's not a bad helmet. It's beautifully done. It's got a great coat of paint on it, but I mean, it's just a fiberglass helmet for $1,000. I don't get it. Yeah. Now, this, on the other hand, for everybody that jumps in the comments, not here, but on the boards and the collectors that are like, oh, you can 3D print this. Look, I get nothing against 3D printing, especially if you're going to cosplay and you're going to knock the thing around, have fun with it. That's one thing. But if you're like a collector and you want something that is of like high quality, at least when you get this, all the proportions are correct. Well, because 3D printing, like a lot of that stuff, the proportions they're taking creative liberty. this is going to be exactly as you see it on screen.
And
So that's what I like.
We've had these kind of helmets before. They're fiberglass. They're really nice.
Oh, they're premium.
They're
yeah,
premium
inside
helmets.
and out, they're premium. Yeah.
You know, this isn't something I'd be going for, and I don't really like the fiberglass style helmets anymore for my collection, but you know, I get why people like them. And so this did look really good in person, like I said. But
Yeah.
let's go to the next one real quick. Oh, so this is EFX put up some tiny ass images. I'm you know, working with what I got, but like I had to freaking blow this shit up just to get it this large. But this
Wow,
was
I
they're
feel like
doing
this
a
one
Boushh.
yeah.
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 But I
so
feel like this is a conversation in and of itself because of
right.
this. Yeah.
This is something they showed, I think, at the panel, I believe, right, Jason?
Panel, yeah.
They actually put this up at the panel. So yeah, they're making. We can come back to this, but they're making a Boushh. They're making. Let me see this freaking
The shuttle.
ridiculous, dude.
Now the thing about the shuttle,
Yeah, the shuttle.
from what I understand, this is going to be in scale to what we see in the movie.
Okay.
For the model, not life size. With that being said, it's quite a large model.
Yeah.
Like the studio scale version of it is a pretty large piece. So
Yeah.
that's going to be interesting for display purposes and price purposes. I'm really curious to see
Yeah.
further details on this, or if they shrink it down, which I don't believe they will, but I don't know.
Yeah, fiberglass construction with light up component. It's available Q3 2026. So you know, obviously a little while. But
Is it ain't polystone?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was
No
gonna
doubt.
say, you know, in terms of like, I know, listen, I'm not an expert in these studio scale models and things like that. So I know there's a niche group for that. They're very particular about like the accuracies of it, you know, of these studio scale models. But like, I mean, this is exciting. I mean, I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but if it's something where it's affordable, like it's not like
Mm-hmm.
5-6 grand, I would buy this for sure.
Looks
I'm
I
nice.
think
hoping
something like this. I think based on size, so the ATST was what 1800, but it came with a signature. So if this doesn't
Mhm.
come with a signature, I think because of the size of it, if it is like I said, the studio scale size, I think we'd be looking at like 2500. I think maybe three. I don't know. It's tough. It's not going to be cheap, but I don't think it's going to be super expensive. But I also know that what's it called the tire interceptor's coming. I mean, we're probably looking at 2500 on that, but the
Yeah.
detail on that, I mean, they nailed it.
You're also getting a licensed piece, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of this, right? You pay a little bit more, but you are getting a licensed piece. That's it's cool. I mean, that's some people really want that. So
yeah.
it's cool.
I'm excited to see this in like once it's done, right?
Yeah.
Painted
is-
and
Oh, this
everything.
that'll be like its own display piece. You get a nice pedestal for that, or just
Yeah,
a long,
yeah.
rod that can support that. That'll look amazing.
The Bloodfin was the other kind of big other kind of big one. Jason, you kind of were surprised that they were making this. Yeah.
I was, yes. So because there's obviously the life size prop, the 1-to-1 prop that rear part rides, but then there's the maquette / model that they use for reference in building. So I'm assuming, right? I can only make the assumption that this is based off the sort of maquette version or model
Right.
that they use for the asset. And with that being said, I mean, that a mall speeder. I mean, who doesn't want a mall speeder,
I know. It's
right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's cool.
it's cool, but here's the thing, you know, at least with the Imperial shuttle, right? It's cool in its own. This kind of needs like mall in
Yeah.
it or next to it.
Yeah,
It's just
and
gonna
that's
be
the thing, the
weird
size,
next.
like,
I will say though, I mean, PJ, imagine getting the hyperreal PCS statue and putting this next to it, or something
Yeah.
like that. I mean, that would.
yeah, is an accompanying piece for sure.
I don't know if the scales would be in line, obviously, but like it would
Yeah.
still be really cool looking though. Like it would be a pretty.
Yeah, I
sick
would. I
build.
would have liked them to, instead of. I know this is probably easy for them. I would just like them to do a slave one.
Mm,
You know,
Yeah,
like
sure.
just keep it with the vehicles instead. I mean, like at least the ships,
sure.
and then maybe do this later on down the line. I mean, like I said, for me, it's like
Yeah.
Bluffin's cool, and yes, it's gonna look cool, but again, like I would rather have Bloodfin like, you know, with a mom standing next to it.
Yeah, I get it. Well, that's what I mean. That's what Hot Toys did, right?
Yeah.
And it looked amazing. Like
the other thing too with
XM
this
did
is
that too.
they're taking a sort of an interesting step outside the box
Mhm.
and taking a little bit of a risk with this, because if you introduce, you know, the Titanium shuttle, you know, price, size, it doesn't matter. Like people expect that from EFX. This is something that's more in line with I don't know. I mean, I can't
Cheaper?
picture who would put something like this out.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's more like a maquette slash, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. So it's just a different area for them, but
Yeah.
it's still interesting.
Hey, it's cool. It's scanned from the original prop, so I'm curious
It's
to see how that.
It's honestly unexpected. I was not expecting something like
Yeah,
this.
I'm not expecting a Bloodfin. I was expecting like other, you know, vehicles.
Yeah.
So, like this.
Right.
Yeah, this has
you
been
know,
a long
this
time coming.
I would buy this in an instant, because this you could accompany it with Vader, you know, and things like that, and just it'd be cool, or a Vader.
I believe
hilt.
Jason. This is the one they had on.
This is one that was on display. So this
right?
has
I have a bunch of images of this that we'll go over too.
The good thing too is, you know, I read all the comments on the boards.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to just be open-minded to the fact that yes, EFX had their period during the Biker Scout that took, you know, almost a decade. You know, the Boba Fett that was supposed to be just like the Vader, where they had the legend. It only came out as a PCR after 6 years of waiting. We get it, but a lot of things have changed. You know, most pieces that, and I'm not sitting here shilling for EFX, but facts are facts. And at the end of the day, is like the last 7-8 pieces that went up for pre-order all shipped in less than a year from pre-order date.
Right.
And they've all
things have changed for sure.
Yeah, they've all been great quality. The thing is they've been showing this well over a decade. They released a tie 15 years ago, and it's a great tie. I mean, it's one of the better ones out there. Yeah. So now look at how far they've come along in technology and detail, and they have access to it in the archives. So you're not going to get a 20-pound slab of stone where the wings are going to sag in 6 years, and everybody says, "Oh, that will never happen." Or you got to stick it to a blue tack. You know, this is going to be done the right way. It's going to be done in the right dimensions, the right properties. You know, and it's going to have great detail. So I think even at, you know, if people scoff at 2,000, 2,500, whatever, I think it's going to be well worth the price. I don't think it's going to be a high edition number, but I think it's going to be an amazing addition to any collection.
We'll look more. We'll look more images when in a minute. But go ahead, PJ.
Well, here's the thing. It all depends on what you want to add to your collection. Do you want like the original props, like the scan of the original prop in your collection? Right. Or if you want something just looks like a TIE fighter, I mean, TIE Interceptor, right? If that's the case, then go with Orange Studios. They're coming out with a whole bunch of vehicles.
Sure.
And
yeah, for sure.
So if it's not like you're like, I don't care about accuracy and or it was scanned from the film, well, you got another option there. And that's the beauty about, in terms of like where companies do different things and have different licenses, that is a plus.
But
right?
PJ, that's also why I try to stay as far away as I can from the studio scale community, because I can't do it, man. I can't do the whole like, this model part isn't the right model part, and it should be this or that, and I'm just like, shut up. Like, I just don't care.
I agree with you, Matt. But it's different when you have somebody like Iron Studios producing it versus it's custom made, fan made.
And I understand that there's people and a whole group of people that do care. And that's awesome.
That's great.
That's cool. I can't handle it. Like, that's why I try to stay a little bit away from that stuff. And Jason loves that stuff, obviously. Like, he's great at it. So I just can't do it, man. It's too nitpicky, and I get it.
And the thing too, that this is where it's not really oversaturated, but I just think everyone brings a different take on the table, right?
Sure.
So if you want something a little bit more accurate, go with EFX. You don't really care, I would say just wait for Iron Studios, because I'm sure we'll get to it. They're making some a few chips.
I didn't know that. That wasn't a dig towards Iron in any way. I just think some of the fan made stuff, collectors have gotten used to that being the standard.
Yeah, the custom stuff.
It's definitely not the standard by any means, and that's where it becomes complicated. Yeah.
Well, and there's some people that are so stuck on some of the stuff that they've gotten in the past, custom made, that you know, that ain't happening anymore. So like, get over it, you know. But okay, this is another one we'll see more pictures of. The Vader. This was a big one. The Vader reveal helmet that they're putting out. This was really cool in person as well.
Do you know how much the price is?
I don't know how much the price is. Do you know, Jason?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it's an accurate figure.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It really is. I'm getting echo from somebody, by the way. I don't know who's echoing. Maybe Jason? I don't know. Anyway, in person, this thing was absolutely cool. Really, really, really cool. And it's so freaking detailed. It's crazy. Like, again, this is where I'm not super picky on kind of what materials they're using to make this thing. I think some people were concerned that maybe they're using some 3D parts in some of this, and it's not going to be fully, the correct parts, I guess. I don't really know. I just thought it looked cool, and I can imagine this being pretty expensive. To be honest. So I doubt I will be picking this up, but man, it was awesome in person. It was really cool.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with my Hasbro.
I know it's gonna be pricey, dude. You know it is.
That Hasbro one actually is not bad for what it is, man. It's a pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, for $100, I'll take it. But I mean, it looks cool though.
This is another concept.
This is cool.
Yeah, concept stormtrooper, very cool. We'll look at more images of this as well. One thing I want us to come back to is the Boushh helmet, but let's talk really quick about the lightsabers. I didn't get a lot of pictures of the lightsabers because I just was like, I don't know. I feel like I've seen these from them for a while, and
they've been doing them for a while. Yeah.
I just didn't think it was like, brand new or anything.
It was interesting to see people question why there weren't more lightsabers being offered, but they just released like 3 or 4 of them, didn't they? Like the Obi-Wan, the Luke, the Kylo. Yeah, there's been a few, and all fairly recent.
I don't know about you. Yeah, sorry.
This thing was amazing.
Oh, really?
This thing was absolutely amazing. Yes, I know that like this. I think Jason said this thing doesn't have like an actual armature inside of it, but.
This is still the bee's knees. This looks great.
Not that what am I supposed to? I don't know anything. So like about that. So like it just looked really, really good. Now for the price, I don't know
how much.
I think it's 8. What is it? 18?
Like 16 or 17.
Yeah, 16.
Isn't that ballpark? Yeah. But I think it's well priced. I think for under 2K, it's a decent.
And it comes with Bill George's signature. I think it is.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's super nice, dude. In person, it's a nice size. It's super detailed, really well, like in my opinion, well painted, well weathered, detailed, all that stuff. It's really, really nice. I have pictures of this too.
Yeah. Well, I was debating on picking because I love the Chicken Walker, right?
So cool.
But I'm not sure if I want to spend $1,600 on it.
I know
because Iron Studios is making one where you could actually, it's obviously like is a diorama looking piece, right, with some Ewoks in it. But from what I hear from when people bought the previous vehicles, you could actually have it has a separate display stand, so you could kind of like make it look like a model like ship or something like that. So I'm considering maybe picking that up instead of this. This is half the price. It's $800. So
yeah. Red Wolf says EFX's models are looking very promising. I'm sure at some point they'll tackle the Slave One. Let's hope so. Their version, I'm sure, will come out before Merlin's, which was promised November of 2023, and it's not even. What does he say in production? Where is it here? Yeah, he's talking about excuses and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about Merlin's version of that, but I would say I do think EFX is rehabilitating their situation.
their brand.
Yeah, their brand.
Yeah, they've done the Slave One, but it was done in a very unique way. And it was a low edition. But I wouldn't be surprised if they revisit it.
I hope so. It'd be really cool if they did, because
it was just as a complex project that took quite some time, but they did a great job on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, I'm with PJ. Like, it's hard to spend that kind of money on anything these days. It just
Oh,
is.
for sure.
It just is. So, like, I don't know if I would jump on something like that, but it's cool. I know people would really love it. So
I would pick up a Slave One
it'd
EFX
be
if they made one
pretty
because I'm
amazing.
a big Boba Fett
Right,
fanatic. So
right.
yeah, that should be in my collection.
Dude, they'd kill that too.
Yeah.
Let me go back to this. So obviously they didn't have this there, so we didn't have you couldn't take any shots or anything of this. But when they did show this, I think this was one of the bigger question marks and one of the bigger like, wow, they're making this, like that's crazy, kind of unexpected, especially because RS Prop Masters made theirs. Clothier still makes theirs, don't they, Jason? Aren't they still
Correct. Didn't they make an
producing theirs?
updated version where when Clothier's was making theirs, as beautiful as it was made for trooping. And as
Yeah,
we know,
right.
Kyrie had a very small head.
Yeah.
So it was enlarged so an average person could wear it.
Right.
Now they're going to make it shrunken down to the proper size for display and collector purposes. Now, the thing about this is because of licensing reasons, we have it where I don't think it's going to look bad. I think they're going to do a great job. I mean,
Yeah.
most license companies do. But the accuracy aspect. Now, this is the nitpicky part, right? This comes into whether it's all subjective. The real one was done, vac formed, ABS, pulled. This is going to be in fiberglass. Two significant differences.
Yeah.
Scanned off the original prop, meaning like the original helmet sitting in the archives. RS scanned it from the buck that was used as a backup from the one-off helmet. So the sizes are going to be comparable down to probably millimeters, right?
I think, yeah.
The other thing too is this is going to be made in a factory. It is what it is. There's no rounds. There's nothing you can do to work around that.
Sure.
RS has the ability to sort of get all the original model parts, cast
they're
those,
hand making all this stuff. Yeah.
the leather, the paint job. Do it in the reverse way. EFX is going to be able to do that. I'm not going to say it's not going to stand up or look as good, but I think it'll display beautifully. I think it'll be reasonably priced considering the complexities of it. It's interesting. I mean, it's interesting. But again, this goes more along the lines of, are you a fan of a licensed product, unlicensed product where you're able to get product A or product B? And, but there are a lot of differences. There are,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, right? Because there's so many good options for this right now. It's fascinating because I just think that RS Prop Masters is making a really good version, and Clothiers is obviously continuing to make a good version. And so I will say, look, I don't think you can get a RS Prop Masters version anymore. Like, I think it's already sold out and they're not making anymore, kind of a thing. So like, this is a great option for people that may want one that didn't get on that. And it's, again, I mean, I can't stress this enough. It's a licensed piece. That's a big deal for some people, right?
Yeah.
It's not really for me, but it is for some people, which I get.
I only collect licensed pieces.
Exactly.
Right. And like I said, like my reasoning is, I've been in collecting for quite a bit in YouTube, and I've seen so many people like, getting scammed, or whatever, or like, again, I hope, the guy that was mentioned about his Merlin Slave One or whatever the Slave One is, hope that goes through. I just don't want to put myself in that situation.
Yeah, sure. I get that.
So yeah, I only go licensed pieces. So with that being said, would I consider this? Probably.
It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Like,
I'm sure
I don't really care if it's like, not scanned from the right part or whatever the case is. Like, that's great. People want that. But for me, I'm just like, if it looks cool, it looks like the Boushh helmet I saw from Return of the Jedi, then sold.
Yeah. Let's look at some actual picks. So these are some picks I took when I was actually at the booth.
Good.
It looks real good, dude. So James, real quick, James said that he got this pre-ordered. He can't wait. ATSD is his favorite.
It is such a great looking piece. Not just the effects, like the model itself, the part from the movie. It's such a great looking piece.
It's so good, dude. Honestly, for reals, this was like, every time I pass by their booth, I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is so cool, dude. Because it looks great. It's my favorite. It's my favorite design. One of my favorite designs in Star Wars because it's the Return of the Jedi. And, you know, it's just, it's so good, dude.
Was it big?
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
It's a big boy, yeah.
And you know, and that helps the piece even more, PJ, because it just gives it this presence. Like you walk out and you walk in front of this thing and you're just like, damn, this thing looks good, dude. Like it's just, it's great looking, man.
I just, you know, what throws me off is that little like clear stand in the middle. I know it's it was like that, you know, right? When they scanned it, it was supposed to be a wooden piece. I don't know, from what I remember. So now they swapped it out with or you can swap it out with the clear and the wooden.
Yeah, I think
it comes with both.
I think so.
So if you wanted like the accuracy of it, I guess you could put the wooden piece back in. Yeah, I mean, cool. I just, you know, that throws me off a little bit, but this is a good looking piece.
It's really good. It's super detailed. I think I felt the weathering was good. I mean, what do I know? But I felt like the weathering and like paintwork and stuff was really good. The way they kind of weathered and did some of this grass on the feet and stuff looked really nice to me. Again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm some like studio scale model guy because I'm not. But I did like what I saw. You know, it looked really good. And like I said, the size was just so impressive. It was great, dude.
That looks good. Yeah,
it looks great, dude. I really liked it. That's all I can say. I really, really, really liked it. And you know, to anybody getting this, man, good for you. Like it really is a fantastic piece.
Yeah.
So
this looks good.
Real quick, Red Wolf said I spoke with John Bird and said that Boushh helmet is 100% found parts as he ID'd all the pieces. Should pre-order end of this year. Oh, so you're talking about the EFX version?
I think so.
No. He's talking about
the Clothiers version.
Okay.
Clothiers. Okay.
Because the other question I had
that's who John Bird works for.
Yeah, the other question I had with the EFX one is there's pieces that we recently discovered on the Boushh. Like when I say recent, fucking like after the RS1 went for pre-order.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, you know, EFX, you know, how did they get access to that? I mean, obviously, they talk to a lot of people in the community. I talk to them from time to time. Other people do, so it could have been through that.
Right.
But you know, I think Clothiers is going to make a great offering as well.
They're really good, dude. John Bird is incredible. John Bird's such a talented
his
dude.
paint is next level.
Yeah, he's so good. James D says that it's 14 inches tall. So
that's what she said, but what?
Right. That's what she's like. Oh, please no. But yeah. 14 inches tall. So I mean, it's just really nice. It's a nice size. It's has a really great presence to it, I think. I really liked it, dude. It was one of my favorites. I did take a picture of the little snow speeder that also looked good. I don't know if anybody has. This is already on order, I think, right? On pre-order.
These are so this is still available, but the signed ones are already they've been long sold out. So but I mean, it's a great piece. It's always one of those things where every once in a while you'll see a couple of the actual gifted ones go up for auction at prop store. But I mean, they copied it verbatim. Other than the screw knobs in the corners, it looks great. Nice. I have this on display. It's a cool piece.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Okay, so this is the big boy here that was kind of just right out in front, and everyone was stopping by like, oh, look at this, like this is crazy, right? So it's impressive. I mean, and the detail, the and this is okay. So this is when I think of studio scale, and when I talk to you, Jason, about all this stuff, and you tell me about like some of the studio scale stuff, like and the model parts that go on here, the level of detail was
this is where it matters.
This is mind bending. It was kind of mind bending how crazy the detail was. Like there was so much like detail over this thing. It was nuts.
Wow. And the reason why I say this is where it matters, like, you know, I'm listening to PJ and he makes some interesting points, and I'm like, you know, like as long as the thing that makes me bring things into consideration though is it's like, let's say you have an offering from Iron Studios and it's $1,000, and you're right, if it looks the part, fantastic. But let's say the Vader reveal comes out and they want $3,500 for it. if that isn't premium materials, and it ain't worth
Right.
$3,500, I'm sorry.
Right. Sure.
If they come on, they want $4,000 for this thing. See you later. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't do it the right way, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go to Sideshow or Iron Studios or whomever else and get the one that is 95% accurate.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna pay that, if they're gonna charge that, then they have to match that with
Right.
the level of quality and detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I don't know if this is how they're actually going to make this thing, but it did have this giant like metal.
Yeah, so that would
thing
either
holding
go
it up.
from the back or the bottom. It's gonna
Right,
mount, but I
right.
assume from the back, which is accurate. And
Didn't bother me. It was cool. And it, yeah, this thing was massive, dude. It was, it was, so, it was so
no
cool.
and no price, right?
no,
I don't think there was a price
Okay.
from what I could tell. It's so freaking impressive though, dude. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it just caught everyone's eye. I mean, I would say that in the ATST was the big thing. And then they would come up and then obviously, they would slow. Here's another picture of the back. So you can kind of see what we're looking at. Here's a picture of the like kind of inside the the wings and looking at the cockpit a little bit more. It's freaking so sick, dude.
Yeah. I think, well, I'll see how much the price of this is and this, I mean, I love the Interceptor, so
That's so cool.
yeah.
So anyway, what I was saying is people would come up to look at those bigger things and then see this and go, "Oh shit, this is so cool." And this is the Vader reveal. Some of the detail in the
Wow, that looks sick.
look. All jokes aside, though, again, that $99 Hasbro one, they didn't do a half bad job.
I know. Well, and we'll look at that too. I got pics of that too. It's
Oh, really?
still very good. Yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the Vader reveal.
Again, the conversation, Matt, about what materials are being used is that if this comes out at $1,000, all right, past pieces are 3D printed,
Yeah,
cast,
sure.
whatever. Who cares? But if they want $3,500 for this thing or $3,000, it's like you got to bring that to the table.
Right.
You know, we need to see that it's worth $3,500 or
Right, what-
$3,000. I mean,
what
again,
kind of-
nobody quote me. Those aren't the prices.
Yeah,
I'm just being theoretical here.
Dude,
So
I
if
wouldn't
we
be surprised. This thing is like it's 3 different pieces. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I mean, I just wouldn't be
And
surprised.
it's a complex piece too. I mean, you have a lot of random parts on here that are
It'd be
as
cool,
long as
too,
some
if-
light tips, tusks are machined.
If you could actually display them separately,
Yeah,
right? That'd be
Doing
really
that, like,
cool.
Triple, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it was really cool. I mean, that's what they had on this. They had this like 3-tiered thing where they honestly, I think they could have probably displayed this better, in my opinion. But they did have it on 3 separate like table things.
Yeah, but if you think about it, for the con at least, if they had the dome and the face and this staggered, you wouldn't have been able to have all that light and detail on
No,
this,
but-
because it's where all the bells and whistles are, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just looked like they had like a 3-tiered IKEA table they found. And, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It wasn't anything special in my
Yeah.
opinion. But I mean, at least this gives you an idea of some of the detail.
Details, yeah. The details look
I mean,
great.
the inside of this thing is crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
that
it's
looks sick.
crazy.
Yeah.
There's so much there. Even the back. I mean, you'll see. Yeah, the back. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell you, it's definitely a lot a lot more detailed than the Hasbro one. So
It's crazy, dude. I mean, look at that, dude. Look at the amount of like. See if we can get it. How close?
It's
we can
wild,
get it.
yeah. This is. I mean, this thing has been a long time coming as well. Now, it's not something that's been teased over and over like the TIE Interceptor in previous years, but this has been on the production for quite some time, and a lot of great people have worked on this behind the scenes, and
yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. So obviously, this is the more the helmet, the face.
and
area.
again too, like, so this is another interesting thing to take into consideration when displaying this. Now, the face, even though you have the photo multipliers and you have the dental expanders and all those cool pieces, we've seen that on the Sideshow Vader reveal bust, which is a really decent piece for what it is.
Yeah.
That one looks great as well. But a lot of the magic in the faceplate is what's behind. All the camera parts and all the other bits and pieces and grooves that are in there. So, like, it might be interesting to display it where there's a way to sort of maybe rotate it, or I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough because you're going to want to see all of the interesting aspects to it.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot
it'd be
all
cool to
around
see
this
when
thing.
people get these. Yeah, how they decide to display them. Yeah.
Yeah, so this was the bottom section, the bottom piece, right at the at the very bottom of the thing, which is still
Yeah.
crazy detail. I mean, it was really impressive. Like it really was. You know, really. This is what I'm talking about. See,
Oh, so you
and,
couldn't even like it would have been hard to
and,
get behind the face to get
it
on
was
the
hard
floor.
to, it was hard to take pictures of it, to be completely honest.
yeah, and they had it like the wrong way, like
Yeah, just not the best. Not the best.
no,
Whatever.
okay,
It is.
I
It's
see. I
fine.
was okay.
That's a womp womp.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they had done a more of a clear type of like holding them up like in different tiers, there's so much you could do, I think, to display it. So
Yeah, I think it's poor choice of display here.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So this is
The black chrome.
Yeah, the black chrome version. I don't
It's just
know.
they did like a chrome series of the Stormtrooper, Bulber, and Vader. This is the black chrome version. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
novelty.
It looked
I mean,
cool.
it's pretty badass. But like, what do you do with it? You know?
Yeah, it's very niche. I think we already have enough Vader helmets out there.
For sure. This is the picture of the new Stormtrooper helmet.
See, I like this.
It's cool.
You know, it's different.
It's cool.
It's totally different. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that they make the Vader one soon to match this. So
Yeah, and
but I like it.
It's very well, like it's got a lot of nice weathering to it, and you know, it looks good. You know, I definitely think they've gone.
I think the weathering was intended to sort of highlight some of the detail because when we saw it previously, it had the same sort of automotive reflective look as the Vader, and it was very, very clean, very precision like. You know, so to go in this direction was interesting, but I think it's going to be a little bit more subtle when you actually receive it. I don't think it's going to be as heavy. But yeah, this is a fantastic offering. But this puts things into perspective. Okay, this isn't by any means complex. It isn't. It isn't. Right? It's a Stormtrooper helmet. It's $1,000. So the Vader, I mean, you can imagine triple that easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. No, this is really cool. It was a nice
cool,
piece.
but I wouldn't add this to my collection.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a McQuarrie, like, you know, fanatic, I think this is a must-have. But
so
well, the other problem too,
so
PJ, is
someone's saying
so
here
many
that
people-
real quick, Jason. Someone's saying the stand they have for the Vader was stuck in customs, so that's why they did for the show, since the stand didn't get there in time. I was gonna say, 'cause when I stepped up to that thing, I was like, "This is really cool," but like, why would you display this like this? It's so weird. It's such a weird display.
But even so, you still want to get all
makes
those
sense.
details of the chain guard.
yeah, but could have went to a Target.
Maybe not
or
in
something.
time. I mean, it's fine if they were gonna, at least they had a different idea in mind. But I mean, you were able to kind of go around it and see more of the detail.
Yeah.
It was honestly it was very impressive. It just would have been nice to be able to get up close to the bottom sections. They were just kind of tucked away, so that was kind of a bummer.
I mean, the dome is a dome. The face would have been interesting to see behind.
Right.
But the thing about this is, the other issue that they had was this was initially scheduled to release about 15 years ago, right behind the McQuarrie Vader, and it was shown and shown and shown. Ralph passed away, things happened, etc. But in that time frame, there was such a demand for it, right? When people first saw it, that a lot of customizers came out and did a really, really great job. Like I'm talking, you know, like there's no reason for people to say, "Hey, let me spend $1,000 when I already have this in my collection."
Right.
That's a tough one. And PJ's right. Like it's so niche that unless you're a hardcore McQuarrie fan, $1,000, excuse me, you know, it's a tough area. But I like this helmet. It's something that, you know, 15 years ago, I was hoping that it would have got released, and I think we're even gonna pretty soon in the next, you know, couple weeks, depending on how things go with scheduling. But Jay, who actually sculpted this, I think we might have him on for a short talk to talk about this, the Vader, etc. But yeah, especially with the changes made. But yeah, this is an interesting piece. Edition of 400. But the price does again put that Vader into perspective as to how much it could possibly be, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah, for real, that Vader's gonna be. It's gonna be
because not like EFX. I mean, you can do a deposit and then pay the difference when it ships, but it's not like Sideshow where, you know. And lately, I've noticed too that EFX, I think with the hilts or some pieces, you could buy from other stores, but most of these pieces you just buy from the effects. So you put a percentage down for the deposit, and then the rest is due when it's due.
Yeah.
It's, all taxes, shipping. I mean, that's, when that bounty comes. Oof.
Let's move on to this. This was the
Yeah.
this is the PCS
This thing
booth.
is
So
bananas, man.
this thing is crazy. This was such an attraction for people that may not even care about Star Wars, may not care about any like whatever PCS or anything. But every time they walked up around this thing, they were like, "Holy shit!" And they start taking pictures, and it's impressive, man. I will say it was very hard to take pictures of because of the lighting.
Really?
The lighting is bright, and I'm talking about bright to your eyes. Like
Really?
Yes, it's very bright. Like I wonder if you can control the brightness, but it felt bright.
I was gonna
to
say,
me.
do you think they would have done that? Like PJ, you probably know much better than I do with pieces like these, right? You think they would have done that because it was at the con and sort of washed out from all the exhibition lights, or do you think like
I think
your home this bright is going to be a lot?
it's probably going to be a prototype, so they're probably just kind of like figure things out with the lightness, the light, the how bright the light
Yeah, how the bright-
is
yeah.
going to be. So I'm assuming they probably realized that and probably heard the feedback, probably
It's bright.
lower
dude.
down.
It makes sense to have it stick out in the con because when things light up, it's hard to see them on display when you go to these places.
Yeah, and that's fine. It was very, very, very cool to look at. It's an amazing, like it's a crazy piece, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, this is
there's so many things to
So
see on
it's
this
so
thing.
intriguing. The idea of like, hey, we should make this,
It's crazy.
yeah. So
but it works.
yeah, and the thing too is like I talk to the Kuchek brothers once in a while, and I just think that something like this is so unique. It's so different from like the things that we're so used to. Another Vader helmet, whether it be accurate or non-accurate. I don't know about you, Matt, but I'm sick and tired of saber hilts. I'm like, there's so many customs, neon pixel, theory sabers.
Sure.
Nothing against them. I'm sure they make Disney parks, freaking EFX. I think
I find
it's
a lot of
just
that
like
stuff very grifty in my
but you
opinion.
get what I'm saying? Like it just that's what I'm talking about. Oversaturation of
for sure.
products, right? Not just
For sure.
but this comes along and you're like, this is so unique.
It's very different.
That if, like you said, like all walks of life walking through this PCS booth are so drawn in to this beautiful artwork, art piece, right?
You don't have to be a Star Wars collector to get this, right?
No.
Nope.
Like
Absolutely not.
The
It's a
people
good
buying
representation.
from FX or PCS are going to be the collectors like us, the niche collectors, the hardcore collectors, the inner circle collectors. Anybody can buy this piece because if you're a Vader fan, a Star Wars fan, just an any fan, like this piece can be a standalone piece. It can be part of a big collection, a small collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Definitely recommend getting one of those rotating stands, right?
Yeah,
when you get this, just because you need to appreciate it from every different angle.
Yeah.
But I've always been saying this, that PCS is probably one of the most underrated companies out there, just because they had a long history. Yes, they have changed different, leadership or owners or whatever you want to call it. But now I think they listen to the fans and they're very creative. Like Ann Adams does such a great job of making these pieces, and on not only that, the Kuchak brothers are solely like just working with PCS and making all these amazing products that you get
I like
pieces
that they're
like
willing
this.
to take risks.
Yes, take risks, and not only that, just giving us something different. It's just like
and execute it well too.
And I will say the lights were bright, but I do like that they have different variations of colors. Like in this shot, I mean, the blue is really, really pretty because it has all this kind of variation of blue. And then obviously the fire does a little bit as well. And it does work well together. It's pretty, man. Like
the great thing about this is too that there's a lot of thought put into this. And I'm not just talking about the design of it. Also because the design is radical on so many levels. But a good design is one thing. The execution is a whole nother aspect. And they put a lot of thought into executing it the right way. Because this could have been an interesting piece, but it could have failed in so many ways.
Yeah, sure.
And
But
I think they made a lot of good decisions.
I'm just saying, the Kucheric brothers. I've been saying this to Matt for a while, and I remember having that debate with Steve about the Darth Maul mythos and how the little rope was swinging around.
Yeah.
And the thing too is that like these guys been around for quite some time. They've been there since the very beginning.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
And they know what they're doing, and they're just like what's in their minds. Like it's just like they could come up with something like this. Not only that, they made Darth Nihilus. They made Mythos. The Mythos Asajj Ventress. They did so many things. It's
And
just
for so long, though, PJ, they had so many of their ideas just being shut down for these like generic, like.
Well, I'm just glad that they're with PCS now. So all these ideas that they have in their brain is just going to be spitting out and
can actually be made. Yeah,
Actually, PCS is actually taking the time to execute it properly.
Yeah. I'm going to say this to anybody out there to look into this piece or on the fence. Just freaking pick it up. I'm telling you, it's such a unique piece.
Priced, right?
And I know I've said this in the beginning of the show that, listen, we're realistic. We're not here to encourage anybody, but listen, this is one of those pieces that if it's gone, it's gone. Like you're not going to get a piece like this in the future.
Is? What the price is on this?
I think it's like about $2,200.
Okay.
I think.
So
I'm not too sure.
Reasonably priced considering.
Yeah, I would suggest get it from PCS. You get like rewards points and anything like that. By the way, I don't work for PCS. I don't get any kickbacks or anything. But I pre-ordered it, so it was just one of those things where I needed that. I needed that in my collection. So
no, it's cool. And we'll come back to talking a little bit about this thing, only because they're going nuts with this idea. Like they're making freaking the Hulk. They're with all this stuff around him. They're making like Deadpool with all this stuff around him. Like, and they look really good. They do look really good. Did you see
the Boba Fett? I'm not sure we're going to talk about the Boba Fett.
We will. And I lifted.
Okay, gotcha.
I got some pictures that PJ put up in Sithcast that we'll show as well.
Yeah.
That are kind of concept pieces. So, but this was also there. This looked fantastic. This is obviously not I don't think it's the hyperreal version. The big disappointment for me at the PCS booth was not seeing the Emperor. I don't understand why that was not there, and it's I feel like that was kind of a miss because it would be nice. They've shown this at several conventions now at this point. It would be nice to see some of these together and how they're gonna like look next to each other, or you know what I mean, like a collection of these could look. And even to see a hyper real version would be great. Like it'd be nice to see like what that version is going to come out looking like. But either way, this was really good looking. The lightsaber on this thing is just, it's just amazing. It really is amazing, dude. It is so bright.
And it reflects well off his face too.
It reflects really well off his face. I mean, it's just super bright. Like, and big, and I mean it's a great statue, dude. It's definitely huge, obviously being 1/3, but yeah, it looked really good. I know.
Yeah.
This extra piece is it's so.
I didn't end up getting this one. I got the hyper real one.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean,
it's gonna be great. I'm sure.
It's either one is great. I just like the hyper real.
Did you order the Emperor hyper real as well, or did you?
No, just the palette, the sitting one.
Sitting one.
Yeah, I just was like, I don't know if I could do both.
No,
I just like, I need an Emperor on the throne.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear that.
Yeah. So.
No, this was really cool, and this is where we'll get into some of the.
Well, see, hear me out. Here's how I'm gonna display them. Right.
Sure.
I know we're gonna get to it, but Vader is coming out hyper real, I think, and then the Maul. So I'm thinking having Emperor in the middle, and then Vader and Maul next to him, and just create like a Sith, like 1/3 scale, like Sith wall.
Would look amazing.
Yeah. So that's my goal. Amazing. But yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, and what you're talking about is this stuff. So,
oh yeah, brother.
This PJ put this up in in the Sithcast group. If you have not been, or if you don't know about Sithcast, go check it out. It's great.
Yeah.
But this is pretty impressive, dude. Like
In silicone?
look, we know that Hot Toys killed this as a piece that they put out at some point. I think it was, I don't know how, was it
it was a quarter scale and then the 1/6
quarter
scale.
scale. That's right, quarter scale. It looks amazing. This thing's gonna be absolutely killer. I mean, even just seeing this as it is, it's gonna be ridiculous as a hyper real. It's gonna be crazy.
And the fact is, Return of Jedi will sit well with my Emperor on the Throne, and just add Maul next to it, dude. Like, come on, man.
I know.
I mean, like, I could just, yeah.
You know what, PJ? What's interesting is that, don't you feel like Blitzway is going to do the same thing?
Then, yeah.
Right?
And that's the thing, too, is that, like, I think I'm just going to stick with, if that's the case, like, I'm just going to stick with the 1/3 scale PCS. Because, but Blitzway, I just think I'll pick up the other characters, like the Obi-Wans or the Leias and the Chewbacca's. But at least with the Sith, I'll just stick with this. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do. But I like I said, just because everything being so pricey, I just have to pick and choose which will work with my collection.
But dude, this thing's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and they do a subtle difference of pose of some kind, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they do the normal Vader 2 hands on his belt type of pose for the non hyper real version, right? Unless maybe both versions are going to have the head, but I don't think that's the case, right? Won't they do one with the helmet, one with?
Well, I think they already showed the one. I didn't post it, but there is one with the helmet in the same pose. Yeah, and the thing too is same exact pose. But I'm wondering if. I think that is probably not sculpted. It looks not sculpted, so well, it shouldn't be.
The head looks almost like hyper real to me, like the
I'm talking about like his robes and
He's
stuff.
About the
like,
robes.
His robes. Yeah, I think it would be cloth, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it should be cloth.
Now, PJ, is it going to be a swap out or is it going to be 2 different versions?
No, I think it's a swap out.
Isn't it 2 different versions though? To have the normal version and then the hyper real version with the head. Isn't that what they would do?
At least the hyper real, you'll probably get the Vader head, then the reveal head.
Oh,
yeah. Now imagine having this on display with the reveal helmet.
Yeah, exactly. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
and you'd be in debt for quite a while.
Dude, look at the detail.
Yeah, then I'll be Uber eating it.
PCS statues,
doing
these
be a
PCS
drive for
statues
Ubers.
for the detail I think these are amazingly priced at 1/3 scale.
Yeah,
you know, and the thing too is that we've been asking for this for a while, right? We're like, you know, Sideshow had this license for a while. I'm like, can we just give it to someone that will do something with it? And here we are. We're getting it. So
no, thank goodness. And
what's think about it. This is only like what $600 more than Luke X-Wing.
I know. Well, what's the price of this? What's the hyper real?
Hyper real is about like 20, 22.
Okay, so that's only like. Dude, that's only like $500 more than the Black Label Blitzway version.
Yeah,
and it's the 3rd scale. So yeah, no, it's not. I hear you. It's not that it's really out of this, out of the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Just real quick. So that's this one. I believe. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh yeah.
Dude, look at that. It's got Cloud City. It's got. Oh my god! Even that little Boba holding the helmet. What?
Yeah. So like I said, the interesting thing was that they were showing like Hulk. They were showing Deadpool version. They're definitely doing this for other stuff. And so it's not surprising they're doing a Boba.
But the fact is that like have you ever seen anything like this? And who would have like know what I'm saying, like just. This is coming from like the Kuchar brothers' mind, and I'm just like, my gosh, like just the fact that they thought of something like this is crazy.
Well, and it's interesting. The Vader one might not be your cup of tea, but this one might, right? Like you might look at this one and go, I didn't like the Vader one for this reason or that reason, but like this one you might look at and go like, this is really cool. Like this, depending on how they do the painting and weathering and all that kind of stuff on the helmet, it might be, more palatable for other people to get this versus the Vader. Although both of them would look pretty awesome next to each other too.
Yeah. So
Pretty crazy, dude. That's pretty crazy.
The Sarlacc, and it's got everything on it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we're only seeing one side of it too. Like that's the thing. Like they hide things all over these busts, so it's pretty neat. It's gonna be neat. But
yeah.
Anyway, that's PCS. I thought they did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah.
This is Iron Studios. So Iron Studios was an interesting one. I walked by Iron Studios, and I went to go take some pictures, and I was like, "There's literally nothing to take a picture of." There was these ones there, but they were like kind of further back in the glass. It was just hard to take a picture of it. And honestly, in person, they just didn't look great to me, which is a bummer. Wicket doesn't look that good to me.
Looks good, but I don't know.
Wicket doesn't look as good as I wish he would.
Yeah,
see, he doesn't look mangy and rabid though.
No, he doesn't look mangy and rabid like the sideshow piece. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think with Iron Studios, I think I'll stick with the ATSD in the back, like something like some of those vehicles and ships and stuff like that. I just I have a couple Iron Studios pieces, right? And I just don't like the likeness on them, just because they're a smaller piece. They're 1/10 scale. Like you can really only capture so much of the likeness.
Yeah, you know what?
And not only that, the price is pretty expensive. For
they're
one,
they're on the higher side compared.
I'm like, wait, how much is this? 110, 200, 300 bucks? Like, what? Like, I'd rather just save up my money and put it towards the Vader bust or the Boba Fett bust from PCS. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah, and some of this stuff's very detailed and looks very good. It's just you're right.
Yeah.
Some of the likeness is just not quite. In my opinion, it's
like
not quite
the fish
there.
plants. I don't like those.
Yeah. So here's for me. I think I would just like Iron Studios instead of making like these characters and stuff like Iron Studios, just making these characters just make like I don't know like diorama like sets like like what they did with the X-Men where you kind of connect all the pieces together and make like a battle scene.
Yeah.
Why don't you do something? Why don't they just do something like that?
That's what they're really good at. I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, just instead of the individual. Yeah,
they did make the Hoth Vader though, didn't they?
The what?
The Hoth Vader, the one behind you, Matt. Isn't that Iron Studios?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they have some history of making some ridiculous stuff. Like that's why like they can do it. It's just for I just get frustrated when I see stuff like this because I'm like, guys, like you can do it.
Yeah,
you can do it. We all know you can do it. So why aren't you doing it? Like, why aren't
you?
The other thing too, like
we did mention, the price isn't favorable for some of these pieces either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I mean, there's like that Obi-Wan Kenobi that's like 1/10 scale, which is like $170. I'm like,
this is more like Gentle Giant's range of
It's honest. Look, I'll say the quality is much better in my opinion than Gentle Giant.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very good quality and very like good. For the most part, detail likeness is almost there, kind of, and so like I think it's great. I just think you're right. It does feel more like Gentle Giant, and I think I was talking to you, Jason, about like basically saying that I wish Iron Studios would kind of let us like tell us who they are. I kind of feel like they are, in between, like. A good statue, really good statue company, and like Gentle Giant. Like they're kind of sitting in between that for me because they come out with both of those things sometimes. And I just kind of don't know who they are anymore. Like I don't know if I'm going to see something good from them or not. You know?
Yeah.
They're also constrained by the licensing too. That's why they're in that weird 1/10 area. And...
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just build like because of the scale, just build like diorama scenes, right? Like I said, like with the X-Men, they had a big Sentinel piece, right? There's 3 of them,
so good,
right? All those little pieces that you could add on to that scene worked, right?
So cool.
So that I totally understand that, but if you're doing this, it just for like so you could display it on your shelf, it has such a small presence that like you walk in your room, you probably forgot that you have that piece.
Yeah. That's the thing, PJ. Such a good call. This is going to get lost amongst.
It is.
Unless you have a whole series of 1/10 pieces,
right?
Aggregated together, it's going to get lost in the shuffle of things.
PJ,
7 by 9 inches. Yeah.
PJ, do you know anyone that got that Sentinel whole thing?
Yeah.
Did like a Tim get that or
Yeah,
anybody?
Tim, I went to his house and it's a beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
It sticks out so much. It's like has such a
yeah.
big presence.
See, that would be
But
so sick if they
he's
did
got
that.
all these other characters that like are surround the Sentinels that work with that thing. But
Right.
it's just hard when you do like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And for me, this is what I would do, right? This
Sure.
is what I would do.
Yeah, yeah.
I would make, because everyone loves clones, right? All the
Yeah.
clone troopers create this battle scene where all these different troopers are fighting each other or whatever, or droidekas or super battle droids and stuff. Like create like a scene,
Mm,
right? So that like, okay, you buy one, it you add it to your collection, but it also fits like this scene that you're trying to
right.
capture,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like you could do that with Hoth too.
With Hoth, like
I
there's
mean-
so many.
Cantina,
You could put
if they
a
focus on that,
cantina.
yeah,
Exactly. It's just don't
it would go a
make it
long
like
way.
like okay, well, I could just display this by itself.
Right.
This
And it
little
would
one.
keep that customer engagement, that customer what do they
Yeah.
call it? Where you're acquisition, because if you come out with that main piece like the Sentinel, and you have Jubilee and Wolverine, everybody, if you have like a Cantina or a Hoth, and then you have all these 1/10 scale figures to go with it in high detail, or like an indoor battle scene, you're not going to not buy it and collect them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, they also did some concept stuff. They were at that panel, talked about some stuff they have coming up. This is one thing that they're doing, which is interesting. We're talking about this whole like 1/10 scale thing. They are also doing the same. I think the same thing that Sideshow's doing.
PJ, I want to ask you. Me and Matt would talk about, how do you feel about the same statue coming out in two different sizes? Now, more so from like a collector. I hate to use the term investment because we don't collect that way, but it does. I feel tend to hurt the value sometimes. So when things like this happen, what's your take on it?
A great skiff scene.
Yeah, a skiff scene would be great too.
Yeah. Freaking A, man. Like you could make
Right.
so much money.
Right.
Iron Studios. Okay. No, but I hate it. Excuse my language. I fucking hate it. It's just a money grab. It's such it's such like when the Mythos Vader came out and Asajj, I'm like, oh, okay, you're just milking us. You have nothing in the bank or nothing in your chamber to create new pieces. You're taking a Kucharik Brothers design and just upscaling it
Right.
and putting a light up feature. Like,
Yeah.
how lazy is that? Right. And
Right.
this is like after I bought like a bunch of them, right? And now you made it a scale that is more what I would think would fit my collection.
More
I don't
desirable,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, more desirable. I just think they're just shooting themselves in the foot. You're just pissing off customers. Like, I get it. Maybe there are people that want the 1/10 scale. I don't know. This legacy Obi-Wan Kenobi, whatever they want to call it. And I don't know. For me, I would just say, hey, I will look into the legacy replica, the quarter scale. Because
Right.
I'm telling you, do you guys have you've seen 1/10 scale Iron Studio pieces? They're small.
Yeah.
They're very small, yeah.
They're small. You could literally forget.
That's why the likeness, you can't expect them to get the likeness spot on a
That's
freaking
right.
tiny
Yeah,
ass
I mean,
piece.
this is going to be
Like-
roughly. I mean, the lay was what, 7 inches by 9 inches, only because it had the base.
Right.
This is probably going to be the same, roughly like what, 7.5 inches, 8
They're
inches.
small.
By, like, yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty
They're
small.
freaking small. I forgot that I had that.
Yeah.
they're like Hallmark pieces. But I feel like
digging.
I know they
I'm like,
want to
oh
try
shit,
to
I have a
cater to,
freaking.
I know they want to do the whole like, for those who can't display a 1/4 statue, here's an option for you. But I feel like when you have a statue like this, of this detail and this, I don't want to say magnitude, but you know what I'm getting at. Pick one or the other. You either do a quarter scale statue and that's it, and then you come up with a different version in 1/10. You don't just say, hey, here it is in small, medium, and large. That's weird to me.
No, it is. I agree. I absolutely hate it. I just think it's a money grab.
That said, they are coming out with this concept. I don't know what a signature version of something for them is. If it's going to be a better version of some kind, like more high quality, I have no idea. But they are doing the 10th and the quarter scale version of the same statue. There is a Vader for some reason in his cape and a Maul for some reason in his cape. So I don't know what that's going to
Oh,
look
there
like.
is.
So here's the oversaturation part, right? We already have a Mythos Obi-Wan by
Right.
Sideshow.
Right.
Yes.
This looks
Why
great.
Almost
the
in a similar stance,
why
too.
the hell would I want to
Agreed.
buy this now?
Agreed.
Like,
It is a very interesting idea.
it's like come up, but that's why I celebrate that freaking bust because it's something different.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And this is probably going to be in line price-wise with one of those third-scale PCS pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not far off.
yeah, this is the oversaturation that like stop, like do something else. Come
yeah,
up with
no,
something else.
I would agree. It's weird. It's weird to see another like Mythos style piece. It is. But
Yeah, I mean, not to take away, it's a really cool piece.
yeah,
But I already got one.
I know.
Like,
Yeah, but
know,
you
I'm
can
not-
see where the idea came from. We're not stupid. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like
it's very similar.
Very.
What, they're gonna have us swap out Alec Guinness portrait? All right.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
And he's gonna be. I mean, obviously, he's gonna be walking on like, droid parts or some shit. So like, like they do in everything. But it is what it is, right? This is something they're coming out with. I think this is another thing that
Here we go.
PJ, you threw up in Sithcast that I think it's what they're coming out with. Is it it says demi-scale future works. What? So is this? Do you know what size this is? What this
I have
is?
no
exactly,
idea.
Or
1/20th? I'm not sure. I have no
I
idea.
like it.
I like it too.
yeah, it's
cool.
interesting.
See, this I like. I like their ships, right? They made the Naboo starfighter, which, like I said, you could actually swap out. You know, it was kind of
Right.
like had that weird base where it was like kind of like floating in space or
Yeah.
going through space, but you could actually swap it out and have it like displayed like a model like ship. So, but yeah, with this one, it's 1/20th.
1/20th.
Yeah, no, this is I need a Millennium Falcon, ship in my collection, and yeah, I would like to add this to my collection.
It's cool. It's interesting. I don't really know what, like, if they're gonna go much like a really far into like they're just gonna keep making, vehicles and stuff like this. So this is one of those interesting things to me where, a custom maker is making a bunch of like, vehicles and things and quote unquote studio scale model type of things, and then they get essentially shut down, and then you see something like this come out not long after. It just makes you think like, you're like no shit, someone's gonna get caught for doing that when these companies obviously have these ideas in place for a long time.
Well, they have the license, right?
Right,
So
and they have the license.
you pay for the license. Like, I
Right.
mean,
They
shit.
can, they can do whatever they want. And it's interesting. It could even be that they were like, hey, that went gangbusters for that custom group that now got shut down. Let's do it. Let's do it ourselves. Right. Who knows? I don't know how how they came up with it, but it is fascinating. It's going to be interesting to see what the quality is and what the detail level is and like how crazy it is that they go with this. This would be something though, PJ, that you're saying you would probably pick up over a studio scale version of something.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like for me, I know there are collectors out there that really care about the studio scale, the accuracy of it.
Right.
Which yes, I appreciate that. Like, trust me, I appreciate the accuracy of everything. But to be honest, like, I just want a Millennium Falcon in my collection, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it if it's inaccurate. Like, I'm not going to be like, well, the little tiny paint on this is off.
Right.
Like, to me, like, as long as it looks good, looks close to the Millennium Falcon I grew up with when when I was watching the original trilogy. Sold, like, and I don't think anybody, like any of my friends or family, are gonna come in and be like, "What the hell? That's not the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
That's
get that off your shelf.
Get that off your shelf. That's like so the inaccuracies on that little cockpit." So no, but I think this.
I'm with you on that. I think if we can, I think I'm kind of in the same place where if you get a decently priced model vehicle, whatever it is, ship. And you can just throw it on your shelf and it looks great. Awesome.
I mean, honestly, guys, like, I just don't have the money to buy all these expensive $2,000-$3,000. Like, I have to pick and choose which $2,000 or $3,000 like piece I would like to get. I mean, right now I'm focused on the PCS pieces.
PJ, like you said, it would be for you. It would be worth it to put down that kind of money. Let's say for an EFX Slave 1.
Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yes. Then yes, I would like it, maybe close as accurate as possible. Yes.
Right.
But
Totally. Which I get. That's your
everyone
ship.
collects differently. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like I've shown collectors or even some family members that do collect some Star Wars pieces. They're like, oh yeah, look at this like expensive like Mandalorian helmet by the
Right.
new Novos. They're like $700. I was like, they were like, really? I just bought one from GameStop for $100.
Yeah.
Like I think that's good enough for me. I'm like,
It is.
it's as long as it makes you happy. Man,
Totally.
no one should really judge your collection.
100%,
But you always
100%.
say it though, Matt. You always say it. It's like no one cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit.
No one gives a
does
shit.
care.
Nobody
Right? You always say that. Like no one gives a shit.
Well, that's why I'm very much, I harp on this a lot, where it's like, just have the collection that you enjoy looking at, and don't worry about anything else, because nobody gives a shit. Like honestly, you can if you're collecting to throw a couple pictures online, that's so fleeting. That's so
Dude,
like
that pissing contest is never going to stop. The whole show, like, I mean, there's groups out there that exist just to be a show and tell.
Yeah.
The FOMO, the hype. I mean, we've all been there. We're all guilty of it. But you're right. I think as you mature into collecting, as you've been collecting long enough, you start to focus in more on like what you like, what you want, what you need. The only time I start to argue the accuracy is when I said when price starts becoming a factor.
Yeah,
when someone wants to charge 3 or 4x, it's like, okay, what are you delivering for that price?
Sure.
Like this, I think is awesome, and you're getting a dial with it. You're getting a little bit more of a story with the piece, right?
Yeah.
It's not just like a Falcon you throw on your shelf and calling it a day.
Yeah.
I think we do need more pieces like this. I think these pieces are interesting. I think they can be companion pieces. I think they can be standalone pieces, and more companies should be doing this.
But yeah, look into the Naboo Starfighter they came out with, Jason and Matt. Like I'm telling you, it comes with 2 bases, right? So
I think it's a really nice one, right?
BJ, I was telling Jason the other day, I think it was when I was actually walking through the con talking about Iron Studios, like that the pod racer statue is so cool. Like I wish they had that. I don't know how big it is, the version that they came out with. I wish they kind of had it in a little bit of a larger piece, but it's so cool looking. Like, I love that they did that. And I think if they can do unique things like that, that's awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate uniqueness, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want like a copy and paste, right? Like that aren't the Kenobi, whatever legacy, whatever they're calling it, I think.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
it. Let's go to this. Okay, so these are pictures that I took at the Haslab.
Dude, these vintage figures are awesome.
Oh, that's sick.
these things are so cool. Dude,
that's
honestly,
awesome.
I was looking at other videos of this because I saw this in person too. But obviously, I took pictures. But like, I saw these things, and I actually might pick this up because it looks so cool. And I saw another person take a video of it, and I was like, "Damn, dude! Like, I forgot these things they just look so good, dude."
I saw one comment though. Did you see one of the comments where someone was like, "Oh, they spent all that time making the cantina because they did the Haslab, and they're like, no additions to that." I'm like, "You get a Bantha, you get Tuscans. What do you mean no additions?"
I know.
Yeah, I forgot. I love creatures. I love Star Wars creatures, so I need a Bantha in my collection.
It looks so good,
and he's
dude.
mixed media.
Yeah. I know, it's the hair. And he put hair on anything. It looks freaking awesome.
I freaking love Banthas, man.
And it comes, and they have some Tuscans they're coming out with. This is the box for it, which looks freaking killer.
Yeah, I would pick this up too.
Yeah, so I think this is, I'm guessing this is what comes with the whole thingy.
You can display it just like that with the box
totally.
too.
100%.
The vintage style box, yeah.
It looks so sick, dude. I really like it. This is another set that they had, which also looked fantastic. Displayed together, it looked really cool. This is what Jason was talking about. The Darth
I really like this.
TIE Advanced. It looked really good in person as well.
I think this is worth. Okay, this is a perfect example that if you don't want to go spend X amount of dollars on a model, you buy this. Because look at the detail on it.
Yeah.
And it's what, $100 maybe?
Yeah. Well, and you could probably repaint this if you felt like it needed it. If you wanted to.
But either way, it's a beautiful
But
display piece.
I wouldn't, but yeah, I mean it's it's great. No, it looks really nice. Lots of detail to it. It looks really good. And that one comes with the Darth Vader TIE Advanced as well. So
Yeah.
but yeah, they're coming out of the land speeder, which looks great. Yeah, Hasbro's kind of killing it, man. They're doing some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'll show you something, PJ, at the end of the stream. What I picked up from Hasbro, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, at the con, it's really cool. Not Star Wars related, but
You got a Tamagotchi.
yeah, right. Star Wars. So this is Magna Guard or something. I don't know. They're doing some like really interesting different figures. This was the exclusive that they were putting out at the convention.
What was it? Was it selling out or?
It was not I don't think it was selling out.
Even if it does, they always put their exclusives on Hasbro posts.
Yeah, they had a lot. I think they had a lot of this one. But I think people were picking it up. I think. From what
So don't pay $300 for it on eBay.
This is the Black Series.
Yeah, see, this is like $100. I thought this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this looks good. This is the one from what's the show?
Acolyte.
Acolyte, yeah. It looked really good.
$100, you can't beat that.
I know, looked great.
It looks good. Yeah.
This is a new like little set they got. The Force Ghost set that they got.
What the fuck? Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, they have a switch out for Vader?
Okay.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
It's
totally.
a batch and chart made, and that's hysterical.
Yeah, yeah. It's
That's
freaking
strange,
funny,
huh?
It's funny, dude. Yeah. I saw it and I was like, I gotta take a picture of this thing. It's just freaking hilarious. Yeah.
For the
look,
purists.
they got the Vader switch.
They
out.
just look like they're wearing some like really weird
That's
cloth.
how they do. That's kind of how they do. Even the Black Series, I think that's how they do that Force Ghost look. They put some like cloth.
I
in
Dude,
it.
you
know.
ever seen the
Just don't
cosplayers
try
do
it. Just
funny.
don't do it.
I know, it's
Just
funny.
don't do it. Just don't do it. You know?
I
For
know.
me, if it comes out like this, I'm like, nah.
I
Just,
think. Do they do this though because it's the vintage that they used to do it like this?
No, the vintage have. I mean, they came. Oh no, they didn't come up before. They did it later on, but it looks like when the cosplayers do it.
Yeah.
When they wear the.
I know.
Yoda looks like he's got a freaking mithril on, like
Yeah.
from Lord of the Rings.
Dude, they just look like. I mean,
I'd rather just
feel
see
like-
them as translucent figures. I'd
Yeah.
rather just be a solid
yeah,
figure. that's
like
translucent.
do some clear resin or something. I don't
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
know.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is like I'm waiting for the Ghostbusters to come and freaking.
I
Dude,
love
Zap
the
them.
Anakin swap out head is too much.
it. It's funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So these are some of the
This I like. This is
Cantina
cool.
This is cool.
Yeah,
the
Cantina
kickback
guys.
to the Sayers Cantina.
Mhm.
They even got the
Yeah.
blue snaggletooth. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing some of those. This was another. I don't know if this was an exclusive or not. Mace, and
I actually saw the portrait for Mace. It looks pretty cool. And Emperor. It looks really good.
dude. Honestly, their portraits are pretty amazing these days. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting spot on. The only problem with these Black Series figures, I mean, have you guys been to like a Walmart or a Target lately? These things are like $25, $30.
yeah, sure, right.
Oh,
That's-
jeez.
So this is
Yeah, for one figure, man.
this is Ezra from Ahsoka. I will say. So what's interesting? This is a cool one.
Oh, I like that.
What's interesting about all of this, and this is what I was telling, one of the things I mentioned to Jason, is that in all of this, everything we've seen so far, everything we've looked at so far, there's a theme which is not what's it called? What's the latest show that was out? I'm missing it.
Andor, no Andor.
Andor. No,
Andor.
not Andor. Not Andor. Nothing was Andor, right? They didn't do any Andor whatsoever, which is crazy to me. Like, I was telling Jason, I cannot believe it because it did so well. It's such a hit show. I feel like there's such a strong community behind that show now that like I want something from Andor, right? Like make and/or collectibles. Like, I don't get it, man. I just didn't see hardly anything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was one of the top things that Bantha was so sick. And then let me go back. I'm trying to find, what am I trying to this? I'm trying to find this. Let me put this here.
Yeah.
So this is Haslab, the vintage collection of the what is this? The clone trooper clone.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that battle ship.
It's a gunship or something.
Yeah, battle
Gunship.
clone gunship or something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool piece. Comes with some cool, figures next to it. I mean, it looks pretty big, and you can actually like put figures actually in these like bubbles.
Yeah, I forgot what the tiers would get you, but I usually back the the Haslab projects, just
Right.
because they're pretty cool to back. I think more companies should follow the same model of
Yeah,
like,
sure.
listen, all right, here's a product,
Yeah, do you want it?
do you want it? Pre-order it, like, especially with like some of the Hot Toys figures, because then like, hey, listen, if you missed out, you missed out. That's on you.
Dude, I
right?
would love them to do that with statues.
Yeah.
And like some of the bigger stuff, like that would be awesome if we could go, yeah, I really like this.
Like, okay, you only have a month to pre-order this, and whatever, when when it closes, it closes. That's it.
Yeah,
you miss out,
100%.
you miss out. So
I like that.
no, I'm definitely backing this up. I usually back up all the Haslab projects.
Nice.
So
nice. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really good. It looks really good.
and if I don't like it and it doesn't fit, I just sell it and just get your money back at least.
Yep.
So
Yep. No, this looks great. I mean, it's got a lot of
Oh,
detail.
yeah.
It's got a lot of interesting things to it. Yeah. I mean, look,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge prequel person, so I wouldn't get this, but at the same time, it does Hasbro's kind of killing it. Like they did a lot of really good stuff.
did they need to do a Jedi Starfighter? I think they did, right?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. This is interesting. This is some excerpts. Jason, you might like this. This is excerpts from the new ILM book that's coming out.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
looks good.
Yeah.
Which looks really good. It's just I think it's gonna be kind of a must-have, especially if you're into a lot of the concept stuff. You got a lot of some Regal Robot stuff sitting around.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a really nice piece to have. I mean, it's
Yeah.
obviously it's got all the a bunch of ILM stuff in it. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, look at that, so sick, dude. So freaking cool.
Yeah. That's
It's gonna be a nice-
legends. Those guys are
Absolutely.
legends.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a nice book. So anyway, that's I saw that today. I had to they put that up, and so I wanted to put that up. So let's get to the kind of the meat and potatoes. This is a big deal. Regal's stuff was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
My phone was going bonkers when this stuff was.
Yeah,
like I
honestly,
had so many messages.
I was so surprised they even actually showed us all of these things, like properly showed us and put these things up afterwards. Like I feel like Tom and those guys are getting more comfortable with their timeline on some of this stuff and like what they're putting out.
Yeah.
And they're willing to show more, which is great. I really love that they're doing that because it's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I love that Crate Dragon desk accessory. Which, by the way, we're having Tom on the show again.
Oh, cool.
When he gets back from San Diego Comic-Con. I tried to
That's cool.
get him on before, but he was like, "Come on, like PJ, I got to do it after."
No, I love it. That's great. That's great. I actually talked to Jason. I was like, we need to get Tom on at some point to talk about a bunch of stuff because
Yeah.
I just want to pick his brain on some of this stuff. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, that Crate Dragon desk accessories, I need that.
Yep.
For
And
sure.
they're making more Death Star magnets, surface magnets, which
Yeah.
is cool. The Gamorrean towel ring,
Mm-hmm.
Gamorrean Gartel ring, that's cool. Decent size too, which is cool. But then then we start getting into some really cool things like
Which
these
I love.
these mini busts are really neat.
I absolutely love. Absolutely love. I just gotta find out like the price point on these, but absolutely love it.
They're really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I wonder, Jason, you think these are just resin made to look bronzed? right?
Yeah, if
Something
these are
like that.
bronze, it'd be crazy expensive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But they do look great. They do look great.
Yeah.
7 inches tall. It's a nice size too.
It's so unique too.
It
Love
is.
it.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah, it's cool. This is a
Finally.
yeah, them showing us a little bit of their what's it called? The worm.
Space slug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I either both of these, I'm kind of trying to figure out how I would put any of these in my collection.
Well, I would tell you this for a fact. I am not getting the 1-to-1.
No,
okay?
the one's ridiculous.
It's freaking. My wife will question what the hell I'm doing.
It's veiny. It's weird looking.
It's
like
thick.
I can't.
It's
Stylus.
like
Yeah, it is. It might as well
it's
be.
veiny, like you said. Like she's gonna be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, for sure.
The scaled replica, absolutely. Like
It's cool. It's cool.
yeah, but I just can't do the 1-to-1.
I do.
The one's
That's
one looks
bullshit.
like something that died at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
It does.
You know.
I mean, look again. I'll say this. I say this all the time about Regal Robot. It's exactly what it's supposed to look like. This is not them making something out of nothing. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to replicate the exact 1-to-1 like prop, like puppet thing. The scaled replica, I think it coming out of a crater type of thing, like it did in the movie, it feels better to me, and it actually makes sense. And I think that it looks like they even have the little Millennium Falcon there, which is cool. So,
Well, the 1-to-1 prop, you can get the 3-foot Falcon and put it in its mouth.
Yeah.
Get the Iron Studios Falcon that they're coming out with and shove it in its mouth.
Yeah, again, it's one of those where my wife's like, "What the?"
Yeah, we're not doing that.
It does, even where do you put it regardless? I mean,
It's so
unless you
big.
put it like in a I don't know.
It's so
I don't know,
big.
like, yeah. I mean, trust me, there are people that are definitely gonna get it. It's a beautiful looking.
Oh, this thing's gonna sell in minutes.
Yeah.
It's Regal Robot.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven, you said Steven. We know Steven.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to find out which one he's gonna pick. I'm sure he's gonna pick the 1-to-1, but
I don't know, dude. The scaled replica looks really good.
I'm getting this.
I'm more of that feeling.
I'm getting a scaled replica.
And like you said, where are you gonna put the other one? Like it's like it's the same thing that I say about the Wampa bust, wall bust. Where the hell are you putting that thing? Like,
I mean, I have to say, Steven, I mean, he did a good job, like displaying that.
He did, but still,
But
there's no way I could fit that anywhere.
I can't fit that in my. I can't fit that.
Not happening. But it's cool that we got to see this. I know there's been a lot of people excited about this.
Yeah. Can you imagine
A
just
lot.
putting it on your floor? I don't know. Like,
You might, you could, if you had a big enough collection room and you had like space on your floor, you could definitely put it on your floor.
Put it, like,
probably
have it
would look good.
Have it stick out of like your wall. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I could see this thing being next to a display like stand, not a stand, but like, let's say you have like a like a cupboard or something that you're displaying other things on. You put this thing right next to it, and then you put the little plaque like on the cupboard thing next to it, like, where it's like near it.
Yeah.
It would still look good. I just think it's way too freaking crazy big, and I don't see the point. I think the smaller one is still probably a good size, and would be a nice little, replica for, it would just be nice to put in a collection.
Yeah.
And I think
See, there you go.
yeah, it's so big.
Like, I'm telling
so
you, I
big.
will listen. My wife has big enough patience for me and
I
these
know.
things. She would just look at me and just like really, what
I know.
are you doing?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's absolutely ridiculous.
but it looks great though.
It does look great, and I will say that I think the scaled replica is actually timed, so it's gonna be time for 7 days. So that's nice. At least everyone will have a good option, good chance to pick that up. So that's good. And this freaking phallic giant thing is someone will get it, but damn, dude. I don't know how you. I just don't know where you put it.
Yeah, exactly. Where do you put it?
I don't
That's
know.
the thing. Like that's why I told you. Like you said in the cupboard, it's just going
In
to
your bathroom.
Oh my god! Keep pushing.
Above your bed, above your freaking. Dude, I don't know, dude.
Or have it like coming out of the toilet. Like,
it's just crazy.
It's like what the hell?
Yeah.
No, but it looks great though. Listen, they do great job with these things. So
Yeah,
I just want to see the people that pick it up how they're displaying it.
100%.
I'm just curious to see how they're displaying it.
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah.
This is cool. So this is showing some more maquettes that they'll be coming out with. So yeah, I mean, obviously they're just gonna keep going and going with the maquettes.
I love how they're not teasing it; they're just showing you. Like
at this point, they're like, whatever, here it is, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, Jason, what do you think about these guys?
Love them. They look great.
Yeah, they look good. I mean, they look a little. This one especially looks a little Lord of the Ring-ish to me, but you know. They look like they're supposed to look. So, and they come with like cool sketches too. I think the sketches are
the artwork has come a long way.
Yeah,
man.
the artwork the artwork's on point these days. Like I think Tom's got them on lock and making good solid artwork now. So it's good. Yeah, they look really
nice. It's nice. Yeah, companion piece to the maquettes.
Yeah, for sure. This is interesting. So everyone was kind of talking about this. This is the Clone Trooper maquette. I didn't even know this was a thing. Jason, you did.
I posted a pic of it in the group. The
Mm-hmm.
real one.
Right. The real picture. But
sold. I like it.
Which is cool because they still have the gun. I think it was fixed, but when it was on tour, they placed the gun upside down and backwards. So they still have it facing the opposite way, but upside down.
But I'm assuming this is not going to be painted, right? Just like the.
I think it will be.
It will be painted?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you know how the what's that called? The Tauntaun wasn't painted?
Yeah, it's like grayscale. Right.
Yeah, because it's just like the maquette, so I'm wondering that's
think honestly, BJ, either way would be fine. I would.
Oh yeah, if this is just gray or painted, either way, it's gonna be. I'm not even a prequels guy, but I like this a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not either, but I think I would possibly.
I'm just happy that Tom is actually, exploring the prequels.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool. So I know a lot of people are pumped about that. This is it for me. This right here. This right here. Like I'm not a huge fan of the maquettes. I will pick up a maquette every now and then that I really like Yuzum. Yuzum's my boy. But other than that, like, this right here is, I think, is going to be fantastic. A fantastic line. I think these are kind of the gentle giant, the higher end gentle giant minibus, right? Like that type of thing. I just think these are going to be bangers, dude. And I think they could come out with so many more of these things. I don't know, dude.
But it's funny? Klaatu Barada Nikto, that's actually from Evil Dead. When anyone watch Evil Dead or Army of Darkness? Yeah, when he was getting the Necronomicon, I can't even say that.
Necronomicon?
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Okay.
For him to grab that book, he had to say the words. And it was Klaatu Barada Nikto.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What do you think of these, BJ?
These are great, man. Like I said, something definitely different.
That's so cool.
And I'm curious to see what else they'll do. Klaatu Barada and Nikto is a good start.
I mean, dude, and they're like a good size too. Like,
yeah.
I love that the back looks like the mask, like what would the mask would kind of look like. It's just really cool, man.
Yeah, man. That looks cool.
I just like it, man. I think it's gonna.
They can go far with this line.
Yeah,
this is where we might see Akbar. We might see a lot of interesting creatures.
Sure.
I just want to know. Steven is probably like, oh my gosh.
Do you think, Jason? Do you think we will see in this line? We could see some haired masks.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
Right? I mean, what was it Wolfman or whatever the hell his name is? From from the cantina. I mean,
I mean,
a
those
wicket or an Ewok of some kind.
some of the cantina stuff was like off the shelf masks and
Sure.
not
Mhm.
necessarily made in makeup, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it's still, if they have access to it, yeah, why not? Some mixed media, some hair, some. I mean, we look what we're going to be looking at next. If they can do that, then
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
For reals. Anyway, that this I'm
This.
super
Oh,
super pumped about. But then this is everyone was like going nuts.
I
About
I like shitted my pants and I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, so
1-to-1
unique.
Walrus Man
I
bust.
told you this thing was going to be huge. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's
It's
going to be more like the Donovan." I'm like,
huge.
"This thing's going to be honking."
It's huge, and I think it's. Is it that? Yes, I got a good idea. You can get a good idea of what this is because this isn't small. This guy's
No.
not small.
Mm.
This thing is huge, and I think Tom was in the group in his own like Regal Robot fan group answering questions and saying that like this is a similar size bust is the Tusken Raider bust, and that thing is huge. That thing's big. I
Yeah.
have that. It's big.
Oh,
And,
you have it?
Yeah, I have it. And yeah, it's a big boy. And this thing I think is even bigger than that. Like it's like bigger, like thicker than that one.
Wow.
It's massive, dude. Like
Look
I
at the
think
hair.
people
Look at is the sack cast in like clear resin?
this thing,
Yeah.
the nutsack. I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, it looks like it.
Yeah, definitely not
The
coming
chin
to my.
sack?
Yeah, chin sack.
Yeah, dude. It looks like it's clear or something. Because there looks like there's like stuff inside there. You know how they did like Akbar's eyes, Jason, where they put like
Yeah.
or not was it Akbar's
Top
eyes or
Warlone, even
So-
the Jabba door
yeah, the
knocker. thing,
Jabba
look at
door
that.
thing that comes out. They have like all this like jelly or whatever shit that they put in it.
Yeah.
Like it looks like something like that.
My question is, you see, like on the left, it has like the bus has like
The
his
coat?
outfit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the right, it doesn't. Is it like is it removable? Is
It's-
it like two
it's-
different?
So
different
one's going to be a
versions.
signed edition, like
Right.
kind of like CZ, how you had the drip with Brian's signature.
Oh,
be
okay,
signed
gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I'll get the one.
one special edition signed, all that shit, and the other one's just
Benjamin Burt.
other one's for poor people. For the other one's for the poors.
Well, it looks like I'm getting neither.
I know which one I'm getting. Yeah,
I'm poorer.
I know I'm not getting this. I can't do this. This
Yeah.
is too big for me.
Yeah.
But very cool. So that was huge. We did get some indie stuff, which is actually really cool as well.
Yeah.
Do you get any of the
Good
indie
for the
stuff,
indie-
BJ, or you kind of staying away from
Well,
indie stuff?
I should have gotten the freaking chalice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have gotten that.
I should have gotten that to like sell that at this point because that thing is freaking stupid expensive.
Really?
Yeah, like I think.
Oh no, you talk about the urn. The urn.
I'm talking about the
like
urn. Yeah, I
$1,000.
should have picked up the urn. That freaking urn is like stupid. How much it's going for?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It was like $399. Now it goes like $2,000. Yeah.
yeah,
It's $2,000 now.
yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Um,
that goes to show you that Regal Robots, really, they've come a long way, and
I know.
now they're producing really amazing pieces. So,
Well, and you got to think that Indiana Jones I don't know what kind of collectibles are out there for Indiana Jones, but it doesn't seem like there's like a hell of a lot. Like
No,
it
it's
seems
not.
like it's kind of So I think
Yeah.
Regal Robot coming into the mix has been massive for
yeah,
Indiana Jones.
yeah.
So they got
Nah,
this Leap of Faith
yeah.
painting. They got this thing which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a broad style mini bust where you can like turn it around and it has two different kind of faces to it.
Yeah.
Two-sided bust. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they really brought their A game to this freaking panel, man.
Yeah.
They really. I was shocked at how many reveals happened.
I
I was
know.
like, wow,
I know.
freaking
reals.
Tom, man.
So this will be a Black Friday situation, I guess. This is cool because this character in the movie has this like prop replica, which is basically the hanger that he kind of flips around and puts up. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So and it actually apparently is exactly like it. Like it, you can take it apart and everything. And then This is freaking sick. I was looking at this going, maybe
Look at the eyes.
I should get this thing. Like,
Yeah.
just to have like even 2 or 3 Indiana Jones things that you can put somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, this is sick.
Scary but sick.
Scary
Yeah.
but sick. I mean, and like, I don't know what is Dick like a turtle? I don't know what that. I'm not sure what that is. But that said, like, the eyes are crazy. I don't know if this is gonna be. It says chrome gold finish. Do you think, Jason, they did vac metalized, or is it? You think it's just
Possibly, but it looks like it's got a little bit of weathering and yeah, hand distressed. Okay, yeah, glass eye. The glass eyes are wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so cool, dude. Glass eyes limited edition. I wonder if there's 2 different editions that one has glass eyes, one doesn't. Interesting. Anyway, this looks really cool. And then obviously this guy is going to be massive.
Oh yeah,
A massive bit. But
it was well. You asked me if this one I would definitely pick up.
I think so too, dude. I think this, if you had this next to this, it would actually be like just having a small Indiana Jones.
I just need the whip
situation.
now.
I know.
I need the whip.
I know. I've been saying that to Jason. Like, at what point are they going to make the whip? Right? You'd think that would be an obvious prop for them to make.
Oh, I mean, if I get the whip, sold. Like,
I know.
That's all I need. Like for my Indiana collection, just
especially
the
if you
hat,
could
the whip.
Wrap the whip around the base of the hat.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Around it, and then it'd be so sick, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he goes, what's that called? The stand is supposed to help it like keep the size.
Keep the shape of the hat. Yeah,
the shape
like
of the hat, right? Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Oh, I would so get this.
I know.
I would so get this.
I'm thinking about it too. And you know, how cool would it be if you did have this and then you got like, you know, they're gonna make more. They're always gonna come out with more Indiana Jones statues. You know what I mean? Like there would be probably
the J&D ones are nice.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Freaking A.
They are.
Dude, I love when people are like, is this going to come with a Harrison Ford signature? Like, do you want to pay an extra $1,500 on top of the already $1,500 it's going to cost?
Well, first of all, just to get him to sign anything is nearly impossible.
Yeah, then the licensing and perpetuity fees and, you know, I mean, I'm not speaking ill of anybody who asks, but I think people they get so excited, they don't stop and think like, you know, the red tape that's involved.
Yeah.
So anyway, that gives you a good. We're back around again. That gives you a good representation.
Here's a good example, though, especially with the indie stuff. Of what's it called? We always talk about companies listening to their customers.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, Regal Robot has always been dialed in, and they're great at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was funny. I'm not, again, like you said, not trying to knock on anybody, but it was Theory Sabers in particular, who's trying to give the whole argument that like there's no company out there, licensed or unlicensed, where you can actually reach out and get a response from an actual person and talk to anybody. And I'm like, they're the most accessible people I know, Regal Robot, you know? And you know, not that you don't go and bother them, but Tom will respond to you if you reach out. And you know, it's always best to email them directly at regalrobot.com. But you know, talk about accessible, but not only that, like they actually go out, they get feedback, they ask people, hey, we have the opportunity to do this. Would you like it to be done? No. Okay, we won't do it. What do you guys want to see? Okay, we'll make this. And they do it. Like they got their ear to the ground. They're involved. They're like, they're in the sphere with the collectors. They're in there. And you're getting it from people who love doing it.
And, you know, there's not, again, we say this a lot, but there's not a lot of places you can go to get lineage pieces.
And on top of it, it's lineage. Yes.
Yeah, pieces that actually have some form of lineage to whatever your you know, Indiana Jones or Star Wars or whatever. Like, there's not a whole lot of places you can go for that, and they kill it. They absolutely
and you
kill
know it. And you know what too? The one thing I love about them is that they make their products so like I guess so unique and limited, like really limited. Like I'm talking about like you know 70 pieces, 74 pieces. The edition size are really low.
Yeah.
So that like you know like once you miss out, you miss out. You know, and it's a real, to me it's like, man, very awesome that they do that. They make like you said, lineage pieces. They pretty much, it's made in the United States. Like they do everything here, right?
Most of it, yeah. I think they try to do as much as they can.
at least the bigger pieces, I could say for a fact, right? Like the smaller pieces, maybe the magnets and stuff like that. Maybe they outsource it. I'm not sure, or I forgot.
No, the
But
magnets, they get somebody sitting at the table, staining them
They do
and
have,
painting
yeah, they
them.
do. You know,
They
and I will
do.
say if any of this, I don't know, but if anything's like actually like manufactured or 3D printed or whatever somewhere else, they're at least hand assembling things in the U.S. and like
Painting it, finishing
painting
it.
it, finishing it, weathering it. That's a
Yeah.
big deal. That's a big deal.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, because we don't get affected by tariffs by this company, right? Because a lot of
Correct.
it's
not as much.
made. Yeah. So I think they found a way to kind of like figure that out. So, which is great. No, but
That's cool.
I love Regal Robot, man. I love their pieces.
It's funny
I
you
just
say
would.
that about- Good.
I wouldn't get Walrus Man, but
It's so big, dude.
it's just just too unique for me.
It's so big. Dude.
I love it though.
For
It looks
anybody who
cool.
loves the original, like the not just the original, but A New Hope and the Cantina scene, like you know, it's
Yeah.
I mean, you know, talking about the tariffs, though, Regal Robot. I had a situation recently where I had pre-ordered through a company well known, and it wasn't anything malicious. They had just kind of sort of forgotten. It was a matter of, oh, we oversold this, whatever had happened. And I said, you know, I understand it's a non-refundable deposit, but how do we work this out? And they put the whole tariff thing in. Well, you know, with the tariffs, and I said, it's a Regal Robot item. It's made on Long Island. You don't get charged any tariffs for this. And they still use a tariff excuse. And I'm like, guys, we gotta like,
I know.
We gotta relax with the tariffs because
I know.
I understand it's affecting a lot of people and affecting a lot of companies, but you know, they're in Long Island. They're not. It's It was a little frustrating, but it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, but it's. I like the whole artisan touch to it. I like the idea that someone's handling it, assembling it, you know, and you get, you know, it's not just one person working on it. The person who's good at hair is punching the hair. The good person at weathering is weathering it. Like you're going through this sort of, you know, process of expertise that each person has with you know, what they can do and how they do it. But they came out of they came out of left field with these drops. I told you, Matt, remember I talked to you, I was like, man, my phone, I was like, my phone won't stop. Like it just won't stop.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I was so happy. Again, I will say that like it was super disappointing the first day I walked around and there was just hardly anything new or interesting to look at Star Wars wise. And man, after that panel, it was just so much better. I felt so much better walking around and being like, at least there's some fun things to talk about, you know, when we do this kind of stuff. Like I think we'll probably do another live maybe this weekend with the UK guys and just kind of pick their brains on what they think of some of this stuff that's come out. You know, it's just nice. It's nice to have something to be looking forward to. And, you know, cause on the floor, there wasn't a whole lot to look at. So it was nice at least.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of good, you know, good products coming out. Even though Sideshow wasn't there, you know, they have Darth Nihilus that I'm excited for and Wicket.
I still can't believe Sideshow. I can't believe it's not worth it for them. I really can't. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, I just don't like. I've never liked their live shows or whatever they're calling it now.
The Sideshow Con stuff, no.
Yeah, it's not personable. It's so staged. It's so scripted.
Yes.
It feels like it's a Home Shopping Network like episode.
PJ, don't you feel like they're trying to do the whole like Prime One Studios thing? And it just comes off as like
still do it well,
corny and weird, and
it's just I don't know. It's not. I Prime One does it better. Obviously,
100%.
I get really excited. You know, they go behind the scenes. They talk about the product and how they made it and all that stuff. But still, it's just
and PJ,
corny.
They go from one thing to the next versus this one. It's like filled with all kinds of bullshit. And not to mention, it's just tough because Sideshow makes so many random things that you're like, all right. Like, dude, Sideshow Con happened and I probably didn't need to watch anything for the first 3 days because it was just bullshit. It was just full of crap. And, you know, somebody likes that stuff, so that's fine. But
you're right. It is so corny. It's so corny. It's cheese.
It's cheese, dude. It is what it is. But
yeah. I'm not sure what they're gonna do, but they got to go back to their drawing board and rethink things.
I hate to say this because I love Sideshow,
I
but
do.
somewhere along the lines they lost the like I don't know the people by name, but even the guy who does like how to be a poser, like you can tell when he does that, he genuinely loves it and he's excited and he's and there's even been times where I'm like, oh, this figure's hard to pose. Like I'm gonna copy this guy,
Sure.
and some of the people they have on now, it's like, do you even know what these collectibles are? Like, do you
I'm
know?
just I'm just waiting for them to say, if you act now,
Right.
in the next 5 minutes.
Yes, exactly. And that's not all.
100%. 100%. They
No,
are.
but doesn't it feel like that? It's just like I'm waiting for the
Yeah.
for that line to pop.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to ask them, like, have you even seen the movie that you're talking about this figure from? Like, it's like I don't know. They got some people doing these things that just
It's a tough
fall
one, dude.
flat.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, they got to rethink things through
Well,
there.
with that said, I we've gone long enough. I don't want to keep PJ any longer, and so I think there was at least some really interesting things to talk about, and I think we'll be doing some more discussions. PJ, I know you'll be doing some more discussions with Tom and your guys over at Sithcast, and look forward to that. And yeah, I mean, there's just it's good that there's, like I said, it was good that there's some things to be excited about.
Yeah.
That was nice. But I agree that there hasn't been as much kind of like, there hasn't been as much excitement in the community.
Just
for some of the stuff.
I just want some different things.
Yeah.
You know, like Regal Robot. I got excited again with Star Wars because of all the things that they're doing, especially the Indiana Jones stuff. Very unique.
Yeah.
Even like the bus, like the Grandma Tarkin and Princess Leia.
mhm.
That's different. That's different.
Yeah.
PCS with their bus as well, like Vader. Boba Fett. That's exciting.
The different piece, yeah.
Different pieces.
I mean,
but
look, Blitzway's really exciting, in my opinion. I think what they're doing is really high quality, and I'm really looking. I wish to God that they were at that SDCC so I could get my eyes on some of this stuff. Like, I actually want.
it's just not. It's just that it's not licensed there. That's the only thing.
I know, and that's why it's fine. That's okay. I trust that what they're going to come out with is going to be freaking banging. But that said, I wish I could get my eyes on them. But I still want to see. I want to see some more stuff come out from them, because that they are another company that I'm really excited about. So
Yeah, I agree.
But
But-
anyway.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot there, a lot to chat about, a lot to discuss. Thank you guys for taking your time. Thanks for anybody that's hanging around to watch us right now or just watching later. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and to subscribe and all that bullshit. And otherwise, we will probably be back soon. I think we're going to be making some more content for some of this stuff coming up, spotlights and other things. And definitely check out PJ, his channel, Sithcast, his group on Facebook. Sithcast, the group. I mean, it's all good stuff. Are you doing stuff every week, PJ? Or are you kind of
just taking a break for now, but I'm sure we'll be back pretty soon. So probably our first show would probably be when Tom
comes back.
When Tom comes back, just kind of discuss some of the stuff he revealed or his team revealed in San Diego Comic-Con. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be a good show. So anyway, guys, we do appreciate you. We'll see you again soon and all that jazz. So peace out.